All right. Hey, Heather.
Hello.
How
How's it
are
going up
it's
there?
it's pretty good up here. It's like, I don't know, like 80 or 82 today. So it's
Nice.
getting warm. How warm is it down there?
Well, I'm about 100. It's
Okay.
yeah, 100.
Sure. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
normal. Okay.
Well, I think by mid this week we should drop to mid 80s
Oh,
for our
really?
highs.
Okay.
Yeah. It
Okay.
does fluctuate. It's May. It's only May.
Yeah. We have a
So once we
long summer to
well,
go.
May and June is our summer,
Yeah.
dry summer. We are on a fire watch tomorrow,
Oh, wow. Okay.
because we were supposed to have really high winds
Yep.
and possible thunderstorms. So it's going to
Okay.
be a really bad environment for it, because we had, the really nice spring with that grew
Yeah.
all those pretty flowers and everything.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
I'm
they're all
so
dead
glad
now.
well, I'm glad I got to see them though,
Hmm.
when they were all pretty.
But now they're kindling.
Yeah, they are.
There's a lot of kindling out in the fields where we're not used to having kindling out there.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we don't usually have a fire dangers, but we do right now.
Oh, dang. Well, I mowed the lawn today
Oh,
for the first time this year. So
oh,
I hate mowing the lawn. I fucking hate it.
I remember really hating mowing lawn. And I also mowed the lawn.
I know. I know.
And
And
I
it,
hated it. I
and
remember having to mow Heidi's in mine,
yeah,
and I really hated that a lot.
yeah.
It
And
was really hot then.
it was pretty tall because it was the first time this year, and I have,
Yeah.
an electric lawnmower, so I had the battery was all charged up, but I didn't quite make it because I have to go slow for the tall grass,
You
because it
do.
doesn't have quite as much power as a gas mower,
Yeah.
so I have to go slower. So I didn't quite get done. To get the whole lawn done before the battery dies, I have to like run to get it.
Oh God.
And usually I can, but
Please
not
video
today.
that next time you
It's like
go
a
through it
freaking
running.
workout. I'm exhausted after I mow the lawn because I'm like
Oh my
running with the
God.
lawnmower. Yeah, it's so fun.
Hey, so it's like apple blossom, right? Up
It
there.
is. Yes, it is. It
So
just
what
started
is this, the first weekend or second
the
weekend of it?
first weekend.
All right. So the kids parade
It was
happens,
yesterday.
right?
Yep, that was
Yeah.
yesterday. And so then we have the
Okay.
food fair all week
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
and the classy chassis on Friday and then the
Hmm.
grand parade next Saturday.
Are you going to
Which
be partaking in any apple blossom festivities?
no. I
No.
will not. I just, every year I think, yeah, apple blossom. I'm going to go do
Yeah.
this, and this. And I'm thinking, well, where do I park? And then there's going to be so many people, and it's either going to be hot or windy or raining. It's never like it's one of those. It's going to be one of those.
Well, I think next year you should be here for the beer and sangria, because
Oh,
it kind
yeah.
of
Yeah.
was like apple blossom, but on steroids a little bit. Because I never liked the food fair at Apple Blossom.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
All the food's it's okay. It's like carnival food.
It is. It's like carnival
Nothing's
food.
like spectacular. It's not
Yeah.
out of this world amazing.
Yeah.
But so we went to, the beer and sangria festival is what everyone called it, but they had beer there too. So
Okay.
they throw that into the title too sometimes. But it was mostly sangria, like every kind of sangria you can think of.
How many did you try?
I think I tried about 8, but the pours were huge. That's the problem. They didn't just give you the little tiny tastings. So you got a pretty good sized Dixie cup, probably about like this.
Okay. Okay.
So it's probably a good 6 ouncer,
Okay. Sure.
you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
and they were filling it up to the brim at every single place.
Oh my
And it was
gosh.
unlimited.
Yeah.
It wasn't like our wine walks and stuff where they tick it off. It was like the wine and food festival where it's unlimited.
Oh, damn. Nice.
Yeah, except, they're pouring you that hot. It's pretty hard. And then they had a ton of really good food trucks. That wasn't included with your ticket, but your ticket was either $10 if you just wanted to get in. You
Yeah.
could purchase the alcohol if you
Yeah.
wanted to. And then you could still see all the food fairs and the vendors, because they had shops and stuff that you could get stuff at. Like Thor got a couple hats for $15, 2 hats for $15.
Oh, well, that's not too bad for hats.
Yeah, like the one he didn't wear one, and I'm like, Because it was like, 102 yesterday.
Yeah.
And the thing started at 4. Next year, we're not going to go till 6 because it was so hot, we really pooped out about 8:30.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it went till 10. And so we missed the 90s band.
Oh, no.
Yeah, the
Oh.
80s band was on point. One of the best cover bands ever. It was so good.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, that was a good experience.
Well, good.
Let's
That
see.
sounds fun.
Last weekend we went UTV.
Oh, that's right. For Thor's birthday,
That was
right?
fun.
Yeah.
No, this was for his birthday too. Like it's a full birthday extravaganza. We went golfing last weekend
Dang,
or the
he had a
weekend
like
before the UTV.
birthday, like 2 weeks of birthday.
3. Yeah, because he
Dang.
had golfing and then UTV. Then this week was he actually went golfing again. I just didn't go this time because
Mm.
I went 18 rounds when I went golfing with him.
Oh
I
my
never do
God.
that.
That's a
Yeah.
18 rounds is a
So,
lot.
well, I figure that's like 2 times for me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm good for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he went back on Saturday before we went to the beer and sangria thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was
Nice.
pretty good. We even got up there and danced.
Good. You
Yeah,
guys
it
are
was
so
fun.
cute.
Yeah, we had a good time.
I got done mowing the lawn and I came in and I'm like, God, you know what? Before I podcast, I'm going to make myself a drink.
Yes.
But Megan was like, had a cup out and she was filling it up with ice and water and stuff. And I said, oh, you getting a drink? And she goes, oh no, this is for you. And I said, oh, is okay. You're getting me. I go, I have ice water in the other room though already. And she goes, oh no, this is special. She goes, this is lemonade with, she goes, I put some of that blue, Syracuse. Is that how you say it?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Anyways, we just call it the blue gravy, the blue syrup alcohol,
Yeah.
whatever it is blue. So she's like, I put some of that in here. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. I said, could you also put in several shots of vodka? She's
Yes.
like, sure. So she did. And so
There
that's
you
what
go.
I'm drinking right now.
Nice.
Do you have a drink?
I can. I have some wine out there. It's Friday. We had Thor's like birthday celebration party at Jenna's.
Mm-hmm.
And I drank a lot that night. And then I had the beer and sangria festival last night and I drank a lot again. And
Gotcha.
yeah. It's been a rough couple days, mornings.
Okay.
So I just kind of figured.
So you're just gonna
I
chill
know it's
today
the hair of the
and-
dog, and
Yeah.
that's what happened yesterday because I did not want the sangrias.
But they're
on the
like,
way in.
this is really good. Yeah.
But then I had one, and I was like, okay, you're right. This is helping. I got this back. I can do it.
Yeah.
I'll rally back. So, and I did, but then I paid for it again today. So
Yeah.
I'm like, oh.
Gotcha.
So, no, I don't have a yummy drink.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's okay though.
So, yeah.
Sometimes you just have
I mean,
to.
I have some water.
You have to watch. Okay, good. Got your yummy water.
Mm. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
But
So,
other than that, I've been just not podcasting. We're doing that right now, but scrapbooking for Kylie.
oh, are you almost done?
Yeah, I think I'm down to 4, 6. I'm right around 10 pages.
Okay.
So book will end up being around 75 pages.
Oh my God. How many
It's,
was
like, huge.
Nelson's when you made his?
68. So right around
okay.
the same.
Okay.
They're really close.
So
Same
does
now.
everybody know why you're making a scrapbook for Kylie?
Oh, because she's graduating.
Because she's graduating. I just got her
Mhm.
announcement this week too.
Oh, you did?
I did. Yeah.
Good. Heidi was asking me who she needed to send them to, so I made sure I included your name
Yeah.
and sent your address.
It was very nice.
I
Very
thought you
nice.
would like that.
I did. Yeah. So I'll have to send her a little something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a little card is good enough. Doesn't have
Well, it's
to
a
have
big
anything
deal
in
to
it.
graduate,
Well,
So
it is.
yeah.
And she's staying home.
Right. She's gonna live at
know.
home while she goes to school, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Like I was so it's not like she needs that kind of stuff. She's not gonna live in a dorm. She's not doing that. So she's good. My present's obviously the scrapbook.
Right.
That's all I'm giving her. Because it's it's expensive.
It
But
is. Yeah.
I used my Cricut for so many of the pages.
Did you? Good
I did. I
job.
did.
Yeah.
When we're done, because I don't want to bore the podcast people with that, I'll show you a couple.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad that
Yeah.
you're using it though. I know you were like,
A lot. I've been trying to make myself use it every day.
yeah.
At least do something, do an image, do
Mm-hmm.
something. Sometimes I fail royally.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm,
Well, you just got to
that's
try
okay.
that. That's how you find out, Yeah.
Yeah. You're like a rock star with yours, aren't you?
Yeah, well, it's different because I had a Cricut before, but it's totally different than this Cricut. So I
Yeah.
kind of have to relearn how to do a lot of
Yeah.
stuff, which is fine. So yeah.
And then Robin I has that old cake cricket.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's
Because
right.
it was brand new. It had like this plastic over top, the keys still on top. But it's older. It's not new. It's like 10, 15 years old.
Yeah, so she probably has to have cartridges for it and stuff. It's probably not Wi-Fi like these ones are,
I
but
think it had cartridges.
okay. Yeah.
But, you know,
Nice.
didn't have to go to the Goodwill.
I hate to take stuff like that to the Goodwill because it costs
It
so
was
much
expensive.
money and you're like, but
I know.
I know.
I know. So, yeah.
Well, we have,
let's get to our movies, huh?
let's get to our movies. So this month,
Can I start off by saying, guys, I apologize. I really try to do like at least one thing a week, like cooking week. I went over above and beyond, did like 5 recipes. And then, like the next month, I know I did really well on that too. Organization month, I did it really well.
Mhm.
I apologize. Movie month was going to be a struggle for me as it is. I don't watch movies very often.
Yeah.
So I apologize. I only got to 3.
That's
I wanted to
okay.
do one a week, and I got really busy with Thor's birthday stuff.
I had only watched 3, and then this weekend I was gone all weekend. I just got home today. And I got home early enough that I did watch a 4th one just today.
Oh, good for
try
you.
to get one in, but yeah, it's kind of hard
It is.
to fit
Movies
it in
are a
there.
tough one to get in there.
Yeah,
Like we have a few months that are coming that. Well, what's next
especially
month?
next month is National Pet Month.
Okay. All right.
So
Oh, actually, I already got a head start on that yesterday. By the way.
did you?
Yeah, I spoiled their little butts rotten at that festival. They had a little treat stand, and I got them some homemade bacon, peanut butter treats. They were grain free, like so Patron to eat them.
Nice. Okay.
Yep. And then they got antlers
Oh.
with the bone marrow in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they were very excited.
Cute.
See, so I already started it.
You already did. Yeah.
Yeah, I did that.
Yeah.
Plus, Merlot goes to the vet this month.
For what?
Just checkup.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Thought maybe she was getting, I don't know, something done.
Oh, she'll have that, and then the next one.
Okay.
'Cause she'll have to get her teeth done or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one's just a meet and greet, and hopefully she loves her new vet.
I hope so.
It's a good experience, but I'm hoping so. But yeah, we'll take a dog pretty much every week for the next like month and a half.
Yeah.
Because when Kobe's frolicking in Oregon, I'll be in Florida.
That's right.
Yes, we will both be on ocean coast.
Opposite coasts. Yeah.
Yes, very much so. Almost totally opposite sides of the country. Kitty corner.
Yeah. Almost. Yeah. It'll
Yeah.
be fun though. So in case anybody didn't know, I don't think we announced it last time on the podcast. So April was Bad Movie Month.
Oh,
So,
yeah, guys. Yeah, bad movie.
So we had to watch. We're trying to every week watch a movie we knew was probably going to be bad.
Yes.
And there's so many. There
is a lot to pick
many.
from. Well, I was in this delusional thing because you know how much I like horror movies.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of time that horror movies get a really bad review just because it is a horror movie. A horror movie is very tough to get a good review on, So I was actually hoping some of these movies that had bad reviews, I was actually going to enjoy. And that wasn't the case other than one of the three, and
Uh-huh.
that one actually didn't have the worst reviews. It didn't have really good ones on like Rotten Tomatoes or anything like
Right.
that. But
Yeah.
still, the like people, regular reviews from just regular people were decent on that one. But I still thought it counted as a bad movie.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. But yes, the other
Yeah.
two were just horrible, like absolutely horrible.
Yeah. Of the four I watched, one of them was absolutely awful. Like I almost couldn't even finish watching it because it was so bad. You
Was
know
that the
which
one that
one.
I also watched? Very
Yeah.
similar.
Yeah, that's the one. The
Okay.
other ones were bad, but I could get through them.
Yeah.
So anyways, okay. So let's just go down the list and tell everybody what
Okay.
movies you watched, and we'll just a
Okay.
little synopsis of each one, maybe point out
Okay.
the worst part or the best part or whatever.
Okay. So why don't you start first because you watched four, and
Okay.
then it will be every other one.
So the first one I watched, which actually wasn't terrible, like
Okay.
it was obviously at low budget, which
Mhm.
meant the special effects were stupid and stuff. But the name of the movie was The Knights of Badassdom. And
Huh.
so, but it had people in it that I knew. It had the guy from Game of Thrones that played Tyrion Lannister. I don't know if you ever watched that, but he was in it.
But that's a big name.
Yeah. And it had a guy from True Blood, one of the main characters. He was the main character in this movie. But, anyways, it's about this group of guys and girls that go LARPing. And if
Oh,
anyone doesn't know what LARPing is,
yeah. I
it's a
know what that is.
live action role playing where they dress up like knights or kings or
Yeah.
monsters or whatever. And these guys go for a weekend out in the woods, and there's a ton of them. There's hundreds and hundreds of people there doing this. And one of them like accidentally summons a real demon that starts killing people. So they have to
Oh.
actually be like real knights and like try to kill this demon thing. So, anyways,
And because they're LARPers, they actually probably get into it and they're pretty
yes,
good at it.
yes.
Yes.
But there was just, yeah, a lot of, oh my gosh, now we have to be real heroes. And, anyways, it was kind of funny. The special effects were like,
Oh, yeah.
and obviously a B movie, but the end was pretty stupid.
Oh,
But all in all, not the worst movie by far that I watched this month.
all
So,
right.
okay.
So, my first movie was 21. Had a really bad rating on Rotten Tomatoes and really bad reviews from a lot of people. But to me, the storyline seemed really cool because, you could always read the little thing about it before you watch it. And it sounded really good. The preview looked really good. So basically, it's about this math whiz of a kid that's trying to get into law school. Starts off with him trying to get the scholarship, and the guy wants him to dazzle him and explain what makes him different than the other hundreds of applicants. So he ends up telling this huge story about how he um, basically gets this one of his college teachers, not a math teacher, but a different type of a teacher, college teacher, which it's an all-star cast. That's what made me so shocked that it was so shitty. So it's Kevin Spacey is the professor.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And like I don't know the main character, but like there's a lot of people in this movie that I just have seen in multiple movies.
Mm-hmm.
And that's saying a lot for me to say it because I don't
Yeah.
watch a lot of movies.
Yeah.
So anyway, basically, this teacher is running this underground thing where they all fly from. They're going to a really big Ivy League school over in the other, like on Eastern Coast. I forget the
Mhm.
name of it now, which one it was, but they would fly over to Vegas and basically run this thing where they would all team up together to win a lot of money at blackjack in the casinos because this kid could count cards like
Yeah.
no one's business. Most of them could count cards decently because they had to get him if the table was hot. They would all sit at a table, and if he would come over to the table, they would have a sign for him to come to their table if the table was hot.
Okay.
So
Sure.
he would know to sit down there, and then he would take it over from them, basically. So it sounds cool, but the thing is the movie just drew out really far. There was no other drama with it at all, other than the kid lost count and lost his cool because he got cocky, and then there was a blowout, and then tried to get his money back later on and failed again. So, and then the movie ends.
So he never gets the money.
No, like it ends with him sitting in the chair talking to the professor guy trying to get his scholarship,
Yeah.
like the way the movie started, saying, so there, does that make me sparkle? The movie just ends and you're like, you don't know if he gets a scholarship, you don't know if he actually makes it to Harvard Law or medical school or whatever the hell it is he's trying to become. They drew out the whole process of this Vegas trips. Like, it was just too much about that. Like, you got bored with it.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it was, for me, it just was drawn out too far. And then it was go, go, go at the very end, and then abruptly cut off way too quick. Like,
Yeah.
you had no closure from the movie.
Yeah.
And it was such a good cast that you just expected a lot more from the movie.
Oh, that's,
And
yeah,
it had
it's
a good
disappointing.
storyline.
Yeah.
Really good storyline.
Yeah.
They just didn't do it right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Disappointing.
It was.
Dang. The second movie I watched was called Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. It was a horror movie about Winnie the Pooh.
This one sounds kind of good.
Again, a B movie.
Yeah.
The acting was not good at all, but basically the gist is that it's the whole Winnie the Pooh story where Christopher Robin goes into the forest. He meets Winnie the Pooh and all of his friends, and they become friends, and he grows up with them, playing with them in the forest, and everything's happy. Well, then Christopher Robin grows up and he goes off to college.
Yeah.
Leaving the animals, Pooh and Tigger and,
Yeah,
all
that's
of
what
them
happens.
in the forest without him. Well, he was bringing them food. When he stopped coming, they didn't have any food.
Oh.
And so then they get angry because he has abandoned them. And so
rightfully.
Right. And so then they start killing people. So the only characters you actually see, though, are Winnie the Pooh and Piglet.
All the other characters they just talk
Eeyore
about
has died. Like, that's what really pushed him over the edge, was that Eeyore starved to death. And then I never saw Owl or Rabbit or any of the ones. So you just see Pooh and Piglet.
Do they talk about Owl and Rabbit?
No. They kind of show him around Eeyore's grave, like that he's died, but then you never see them again. But
I don't see Owl and Rabbit being okay with killing people.
So I don't know.
Piglet and,
Piglet and Pooh. So their dress are like, it's obviously men with a costume on, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
But Christopher Robin comes back with his new girlfriend from college, and he takes her out into the woods to find them again because he missed them. Well,
no.
They kill the girlfriend, right? And then they hold on to him and torture him. Well, so they've got him, right? And so then now there's this other group of like 5 girls.
Oh.
That go to this house in the woods, the 100-acre woods, and they're having a girls' weekend. And, all hell breaks loose one by one. They get picked off, right?
Of course.
But the funny thing is like, the whole premise is just stupid, right? But the funny thing is like, at one point, like when one of them gets killed, the other 4 are like, oh my God, we need to call the police, right?
Obviously.
They never call the police. They never do it. They then they go and try and find weapons. I'm like, you still haven't called the police, right? You still haven't done it. Like, it was just so dumb. And at one point, there's one girl that wasn't there because she couldn't find the house. And they have a shot of her standing outside her car on the phone saying, hey, I can't find the house. Like, call me back because I'm lost. Yeah. Out on the road by her car.
Yeah.
The very next scene they cut to is her in the middle of the woods, the same girl. And now Winnie the Pooh's like staring at her and he's going to chase her. I'm like, how did she get into the woods? Like, she was just by our car. Did she just start wandering around in the woods for no
She
reason?
sounds like she was wandering around the woods, trying to find the
there was
house,
just a
maybe?
lot of the story just
Missteps
did
with the editing,
not.
obviously.
Yeah, it just did not.
Isn't there going to be another second, like a sequel?
Yeah. So at the end, Winnie the Pooh does not die. I'll just tell everybody right now. And at the end, it's like the Marvel movies. At the end, it says Winnie the Pooh will return. So I don't know when this movie was made though. So I don't know if they actually got a green light to make a second one, because I can't imagine they made any money off of this movie.
No, it sounds like they might have had to pay people to watch it.
Yeah.
Much like the next two movies.
Yeah. The next two
These
movies
basically are our two movies.
The next two movies we're going to talk about are I think it might be the worst movie I've ever seen in my entire life.
Me as well. Yeah. And I can't believe there's so many of them.
Yeah. The one I watched wasn't even part of the 9 movie series that you watched.
Was the one I watched part of the 9 movies?
Yes, yours was the 4th one of the 9 movies. Mine wasn't even part of the 9 movies. It was a one-off.
Did you have the gingerbread man in yours?
Yeah.
I did too.
Oh, God.
He did some horrible stuff in my movie.
You texted. Okay, so let's go back just a hot second. There is a series of movies that I don't know if my brother told me about it or if Megan told me about it. I can't remember.
Sure, but my gosh, God bless them.
The premise of all of these movies is an evil bong. Mm-hmm. Like that you smoke. Mm-hmm. It's evil. Yeah. And we're like, oh my God. And so we looked, and there's so many of these movies. And so I'm like, okay, yeah. Heather, you watch one of them, and you picked Evil Bong 420.
I did. It had the gingerbread man in it too. So I was like, yay.
Yeah. Well, and mine was called Gingerbread Man versus Evil Bong. And it was
which is where they were friends in mine.
Okay, they weren't in mine. So
okay.
Yeah. So you watched your movie first.
Oh,
before I watched mine.
I did.
And she sends me a message because I was going to watch it that night, but you had already watched yours, and you sent me a message, and you're like, this is so bad. It's basically porn. I'm like, what? So why don't you tell everybody about the movie that you watched?
Well, it starts off with a scene with the gingerbread man and a hookah and 2 women that are naked. I mean, they're naked. Mm-hmm. And he's, having his way with them. He didn't actually do that. It's just basically waist up, but he's doing all kinds of stuff there.
Okay.
And the movie itself doesn't have I just don't really understand it. Somehow there's, the evil bong. I think she's a she, and the gingerbread man's a boy. So yes, that's what I think.
The bong's a she. Yeah.
It seems like it. And she doesn't seem all that evil, honestly.
Yeah.
But anyway, one of the people, because I didn't see 1, 2, and 3, so I don't have my backstory here on who these people really are. But this older man that owns a topless bowling alley.
Ew.
Yeah. Somehow steals this evil bomb. Like, I don't know. It looks like it's like a smoke show type of thing, but it sprays basically evil bong spray, like smoke on you, green smoke on you, and it turns you all like super extra duper high.
The title of this episode is Evil Bong Spray. I need to write that down. Yeah, I'm gonna write that down. Spray.
So he has compensated this from her, from the evil bomb.
Sure.
And so he uses that to get his employees to, take their tops off and comply with what he wants, and customers to also take their tops off. And it's just a lot of boob action at this point. And then one of his waitresses somehow meets the gingerbread man after he stabs some guy in the eye. Yeah. And he decides that those two are just, they seem to hit it off, and somehow Yeah, he ends up doing her, and they show it.
The gingerbread man and the bong?
No,
Oh.
one of the waitresses,
Oh.
topless waitresses.
Okay. Okay.
This is where it gets very porno.
Okay. Huh. All right.
Okay, anyway, now the Bong comes and just wants her evil bomb spray back. And the guy doesn't want to give it to her. So then all those people and all of his main crowd people around him disappear with the gingerbread man, leaving just the customers left. And so then they only show them for a split second in this wherever the hell they're at. I have no idea where they're at because they don't show up for very long. Then it goes back to the bowling alley and all the people are there, super high still off their evil bomb spray. And so they don't care and they're just still partying. And then the movie's done. The credits roll.
Okay. All right.
You have no clue what happens to these people or anything. I'm just like, holy crap. And it was just porn, guys. If you want to see a lot of boobs, you're only going to see a lot of boobs. And the only thing you saw from the waist down was some kind of pretzel stick that they were using for the,
gingerbread man.
Berries for the
gingerbread. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So they didn't show anything else other than that. Just boobs and a pretzel stick.
Wait, maybe that should be the title of the episode.
Boobs and pretzel stick.
Let me also write that one down. Since Megan's not here to write stuff down for us anymore.
I know. Sad.
Okay. Well, mine was Gingerbread Man versus Evil Bong. So the very first scene of the movie is the gingerbread man in a lounge chair on a beach.
Okay.
And it's obviously a green screen. They're not actually on a beach. But there's 3 girls that are topless.
Of course.
Bringing him drinks, right?
Yes.
And I don't know how he ended up where the evil Bong at this point was captured and put into a closet. So the guy that captured her was opening up his own Bong store.
Well, they were the same guy with the bowling alley.
It could have been. It's a young guy though.
Oh no, then it's not.
But later they have an old guy that comes into the movie, and so it might be that guy.
Okay.
Anyway, so for the first, I'm not joking, half of the movie is them showing scenes from the first Evil Bong movies and scenes from the first Gingerbread Man movies to recap everyone for half of the whole movie.
Are you kidding me?
And in between those is just people coming into the Bong store and getting high. That's it. For half of the movie. So anyways, the evil Bong ends up, somebody releases her. And for I don't even know why the gingerbread man and the evil Bong were fighting. I don't even know.
Yeah.
But the guy that owned the Bong store and his girlfriend, I think is her girlfriend, decide that to stop the gingerbread man, they must smoke from the evil Bong to save the world. So they do. And then they go into the evil Bong land, I guess.
That's probably where my people are brought to.
So that you go somewhere through the Bong smoke. It takes you to evil Bong land. And from there, they ended up defeating the gingerbread man. I think the gingerbread man, though, decided to stay in evil Bong land because he liked it there.
Oh.
Because there were natives that were women that were also topless that lived in the evil Bong land.
Oh, and that would make him want to stay there.
Yeah. So that was basically the whole movie. Yeah.
Wow. But it did defeat Gingerbread Man.
Yeah.
And get him out of evil Bong land.
Mm-hmm.
That's what that's all about.
Is getting to evil Bong land,
Okay. Wow. Okay. So those were, they weren't long movies. Mine was a little over an hour.
It was like an hour and 20 minutes or something like that. It wasn't long, but literally the worst movie I've ever seen.
Time back.
Yeah, you can't.
I wanted it back.
So.
And all the time I've wasted thinking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah. So, no endorsement here.
No.
So
please don't.
Let's see.
Nobody, please watch those movies. Please don't watch them.
Okay, so that was your third movie you
Yep.
watched?
Yep.
Okay. So my third movie I watched was Jackass Forever, or 4.5. And honestly, I seen Jackass in like the Shark Week
Uh-huh.
episode, and that's pretty much it. Never really watched any other movies and stuff. So I was like, well, maybe I'll try this, because I had really bad reviews with, Rotten Tomatoes and stuff, as it should.
Yeah.
But basically, it's just like the MTV show.
Okay. Yeah.
It's just skit after skit after skit. There's actually not a plot,
Uh-huh.
but I really thoroughly enjoyed it. I would endorse it if you just want to not have to pay attention to something. You want something on while you're crafting and stuff, and it's kind of funny.
Okay. Okay.
It is a little pornography too, because it's a lot of dicks.
Oh, okay.
A lot
Yeah,
of cock and balls are going on in this thing.
yeah. Okay.
hmm
Okay.
Like the
Okay.
opening scene literally is one of the jackasses. Well, they spent a lot of money on this awesome scene. So it looks like a Hollywood set out of New York. They actually filmed some of it, I think, in New York, because they show them running down the street like a Godzilla
Uh-huh.
type
Uh-huh.
movie. And people, tons of extras, people at restaurants and shopping, and people running in the street front with the cars and stuff. It was impressive. And then, of course, Johnny Knoxville and the rest of his crew
Mm-hmm.
are the military that come out to confront the Godzilla. The Godzilla is someone's cock and balls.
Okay.
With puppeteers hired to puppeteer the said cock and balls through the sets. So he's on a platform underneath of it, so they can move him around the city set.
I feel like for them to come up with this idea, they must have
Mm.
smoked the evil bong in order to come
I
up with
think
this
it was
idea.
maybe possibly the evil bomb spray.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I
Because
think
they're
it
like,
might have
let's
been a
have
little
a
stronger.
giant cock and balls go through New York City and terrorize people. Like,
Well, it was supposed to be just a little gimmick. It wasn't going to be their intro, and then it just got bigger and bigger and bigger that they eventually was like, this has to be our intro.
oh my
It
God.
was pretty amazing. I actually kind of sent you the highlights of that.
I did watch the cock and balls going through the city there.
Wasn't it pretty impressive? Did you like?
I was like, wow. Okay.
They
Sure,
spent some money.
Yeah. They did actually. They had to spend money because there was some destruction and stuff like happening, and
Yeah. And I don't think they hired stunt doubles. I highly doubt. I bet you all of them
I think
had to
that
do
was
their
them.
own stunts.
Yeah.
But it was good. I would endorse it. It's good to watch it with a guy, because then they can kind of tell you when to look away, because I really wasn't into there was a lot going on with that.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I was kind of surprised by it.
Dang.
Well, you know who Steve-O is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he, one of the ones he did is, totally exposed, and they put a queen bee on his ding
Oh,
ding,
jeez.
and the whole thing was covered. Like, it made it look like he had the biggest schlong in the world.
God.
I know. And it was just covered with bees. Like,
Oh my God. Why?
yeah, I don't know
Why?
why.
Oh
But
my
it's
goodness.
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
That was my last movie.
okay. Well, the last movie I watched, had never heard of. Someone recommended it to me yesterday, and so I had Jeff download it. The movie's called Rubber,
Okay.
and it is about an evil tire.
Like a tire. Is it connected to a car?
No.
Oh, just a
So-
tire.
Just a tire. So the movie's kind of weird. Actually, it wasn't totally like, it was interesting actually.
Okay.
Like I watched it. So basically, and there's two things going on in the movie. So you start out with this group of people, and they're out in the desert,
Mhm.
and someone comes and like gives them all binoculars and keeps saying the show is going to start. And so for the whole thing, these people are watching out into the desert with these binoculars.
Okay.
Well, then you see the tire that's like half buried in the sand in a dump
Yeah.
kind of right itself up and
Oh
start like
God.
rolling through the desert, right? And so then it like rolls over like a water bottle, and it likes that, and it rolls over a scorpion and kills it, and it kind of liked that. And then it tried to roll over a beer bottle, and it couldn't break the beer bottle. And so then the tire somehow starts vibrating fast enough that it like, I don't know, telekinetically or something breaks the beer bottle.
Oh.
Well,
That's
then it figures out that it can kill people by doing that. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So, and of course there's a girl. There isn't any, not really any nudity or anything, but it sees a girl that it likes, and it follows her to this tiny town. And then there's like a sheriff and the police and everything. And the tire's like, it gets like a motel room, and it's in there like watching TV, and it takes a shower.
How does a tire get a motel room?
I don't know. But like all of these people are like watching this from across the desert with their binoculars. It's just like, it's weird. It's really weird.
Oh wait, so they're watching this whole murder
They're
thing?
watching it all happen.
The whole time, the whole movie, they're watching it. So it keeps cutting back to the binocular people.
Yeah,
like,
but then there's the guy that brought them the binoculars. He comes back the next day, and they don't have any food, but they're all just sleeping out in the desert with nothing. I'm like, do you know why you came to the desert? Anyways, he brings them like a turkey to eat. So they all eat it, and it's poison, and they all die. Except for one guy who did not eat the turkey.
So then he kills him with a shotgun?
So no. So then, I don't know. It's just so bizarre. Like, the whole thing is just bizarre.
Why did he kill them, though?
I don't know.
Because they witnessed that whole thing,
because they were dead, and then the police are investigating the tire murder or whatever. They don't know what killed, like, they killed like a maid in the hotel, and they don't know what happened. So then when the people die, the sheriff's like, okay, everybody stop. We're done now. We can stop pretending, it's over. But all the other people are like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
And he's like, this is just pretend. Like, we don't have to keep doing it anymore. I mean, it was just, the whole thing was so weird. Anyways, if you want to watch it, it's on the Plex.
I don't know if I do. Does it have a good ending? Or is it weird?
Kind of.
It seems like all these movies have bad, weird endings.
The ending's kind of cute, actually.
Oh.
So, yeah, it's only like an hour and 15 minutes. It's not long.
Geez.
So, but
we'll see.
But I think maybe you should just watch it.
I think I'm more looking forward to the next month.
Oh, okay.
Do you have any plans for pet? You have a lot of pets.
I do have a lot of pets. I have not made any plans yet for Pet Month. We did just celebrate pets yesterday. Oh, look, there is one. There's a little boo-boo kitty. We did celebrate pets yesterday at the ranch. We had our 1-year anniversary. And we have a memorial park on Marlo's property now where we put stones down for all the animals we've lost. Yeah. And we have a rainbow bench for them. And so we did, dedicate that. And I got to meet some of the fosters that she has right now.
That's really good.
One of them's a puppy named Miko. Oh my God, he's so cute. So freaking cute. So happy, so friendly.
Oh.
Yeah, just doesn't jump, and he was just so really sweet. Nice. I know. It's very, very sweet.
Well, he won't have any trouble getting adopted.
No, he's going to get, I think we already have 4 people that want him, so he won't have any trouble.
No, you just have trouble picking who's the best one.
Yeah. And then she also has Wilson, who's half German Shepherd and half Saint Bernard. He's
my gosh.
Big guy. He's 3 years old. He was a big dude, but just very happy, like la la la, like. Yeah. So.
That's cute.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, yeah, it's going to be a fun month. I'm excited.
It's going to be a really fun month. And if anybody's doing anything special for their animals and you want to tell us about it, let us know, and then we can talk about it on the next podcast.
Yeah. Yeah. We'd love to talk about what other people can be doing for their animals to make their lives better.
I'm going to get some.
Mine are going to the vet.
I'm going to get some enrichment for my chickens.
Nice.
I'll have to videotape it. Yeah. Yeah. That'll be fun.
Very good.
Yeah. My boo-boo kitty's just sitting in my lap being sweet. It's really weird.
Well, starting off Pet Appreciation Month right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, I guess so. Humbo. Humbo.
Well,
She's
perfect.
not usually
How,
sweet, so that's kind of weird. It's kind of disturbing a little bit.
well, I think that's good for this
I
one.
think that's good. So yeah. So and if anybody has any bad movie recommendations, you can always
Yeah.
let us know.
Yeah.
Our email is jothersrandomstuff@yahoo.com, and we will post all these titles on a TikTok. So if anybody
Yeah.
does want to watch them, feel free.
Mm,
You got your review here, so let us know if you watch one and
yeah.
what you thought about it.
We'd love to hear if you have a different opinion or
Yeah,
if you share our opinion. That's
yeah,
fantastic too.
yeah. So just let us know,
Yeah.
and I guess we'll see everybody next month.
Yeah. Peace out,
All right,
guys.
bye.